Hey folks, Gary here. Happy Friday to you. Trying on a new tripod here, and it's a little bit wiggly. I don't know if I like that. There we go. Settle it down. All right. Hey, we've been looking at Ephesians chapter 1 through this week, and from Monday to Wednesday we looked at Ephesians 1:15 to 18, and so starting Thursday, going to Saturday, we're looking at 19 to 23. So let me just read it to you. It says this. I also pray that you will understand the incredible greatness of God's power for us who believe in Him. This is the same mighty power that raised Christ from the dead and seated Him in the place of honor at God's right hand in the heavenly realms. And so for today, I want to look at 21 and 22. I'll read it right now. Now He is far above any ruler or authority or power or leader or anything else, not only in this world, but also in the world to come. God has put all things under the authority of Christ and has made Him head over all things for the benefit of the church. Then 23 we'll look at tomorrow. And the church is His body. It is made full and complete by Christ, who fills all things everywhere with Himself. Now, like I said, we want to look at verses 21 and 22, and it talks about the authority of Christ over everything. Not just a little bit, but over everything. God has authority over it all. I mentioned this yesterday about yin and yang, or Star Wars movies or whatever it is, where there's this thought that good and evil are balanced. There's a balance of good and evil, and that's just not true. It's not true at all. There is no balance. God is in authority over all of it. God is so much greater. It's something we don't have to worry about. And for the Ephesians, this would have been a big deal because they had so much. There was so much idol worship. There was so much occultic worship, all this kind of stuff going on that the believers would be thinking, oh no, what are we going to do? Like, we're vulnerable. No, you're not. God has authority over all of that. I remember this young couple, and they called the church because they had some demonic activity in their house. Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And so they called the church because obviously we must know what to do. And so they called, and I got tagged, and I went over there. I remember going into this house, and the guy, he was huge. He was a mountain of a man, and he was no weakling. He was trying to get out of it, but he was an enforcer for organized crime, like pretty scary dude. I thought when I went in, I went, oh no, Marna's not even going to be able to find the body when I'm done, that kind of thing. But they were freaked out by the demonic. Now, a lot of really great things took place. I led them to the Lord. They gave their lives to Jesus, and that's number one. That's the greatest victory. But then we prayed over their house, and we prayed over for God to have rule over that place and God to have authority over their house and over all the things in their lives. And God does have authority over that. And we prayed with the authority God's given us to pray about that. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And I remember going to the attic and saying, we probably should pray over this. And the guy said, do you think you should do that? And I went, I think we should. He said, what if you make it mad? What if you make it angry? I went, wait a second. Who cares? God's in control. We're not worried about that. We're not worried about anything. We rest in the fact that God has the ultimate authority. And He does. No matter what's going on in your life, God has the ultimate authority. So we pray about it. We pray for God to have His way. And we trust Him to have His way because He's good. And He has that authority for the benefit of you and for me. He will take care of you. And He has the authority over anything that comes into your life. So we pray. We do the practical things. We do what we got to do. But we trust God, and we trust that He will take care of us. So what are you praying about today? Pray that the authority of Christ will take care of that, and trust God in that. Tomorrow we're going to look at the body, and it's going to be fantastic. But have a great day today. We'll catch you later.